What's up, everybody? Today we are doing our Apex Legends Season 24 tier list. As usual, this is just going to be off the cuff. And admittedly, I've only played a limited amount of Apex this season. I haven't been enjoying the TTK changes, the damage changes, whatever you want to call it. Plus, King's Canyon is in the rotation, and so that's not helping me want to play either. But I have watched some Apex, I've played some Apex, and I'm going to do this off the cuff as usual. We're going to go ahead and rank the legends. I'm going to go ahead and add in a tier here. Add row below. Oh, nope, we want that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to reset. But we're going to do this off the cuff as usual. I haven't put any thought into this. The thoughts that are happening are my thoughts right now. And so we're just gonna roll with it. So, as usual, these are in alphabetical order. We're gonna do S through F tier. And so we're gonna start off with Alter. I think Alter's just okay. We have her ultimate where you can teleport to her ultimate. You don't have to be looking at it anymore, which is a change from last season, which is really good. But other than that, I don't think she's awesome. I could see maybe putting her in B tier. I think she'll stay at the top of C tier. You can go through walls with her to push people, but you have a second delay where they can obviously see you coming through and they can react before you can shoot them or they can shoot you. And so it's not like it's super sneaky or anything. And being able to teleport back to the ult is great, except you can be followed. If you could shoot as soon as you came through the wall and be shot, honestly, and you could teleport without being followed, she'd be like A tier, maybe higher. But I think she stays in A tier. Now we have Ashe. Ashe is S tier this season. She got her new dash, which helps you be more aggressive. And she got her ult way buffed, plus the other assault changes. Now they did nerf the cooldown time to her dash, which does hurt her, but she's still, like, if you are aggressive, there is no better legend right now for being aggressive than Ashe. Then we have Ballistic, who's been buffed, but I still don't think Ballistic's kit is that great. He did in his ult now get so he can have in his sling a care package weapon, and that will get unlimited ammo while your ult is active. So you could have a Kraber with unlimited ammo or whichever you choose, PK, whatever. And so that's good and all. And then there's a better speed boost, or now there is a overall speed boost during his ult, but I still don't think he's very good. I'm going to put him at C. There's some team utility there, but I don't think his kit is super useful. If you wanted to put him in B tier, I get it, but I'm going to stick him in C below Alter. Then we have Bangalore. Bangalore's like never going to drop below an A tier. Bangalore's smoke is still just so strong. Her ult's great for shutting down an area or guarding you as you push away. Bangalore will always be good, and her being able to have that speed boost in smoke, of course, is good. And the assault buffs giving you a speed boost when you crack a shield makes the assault legends really good this season. She can't quite be S tier because I think Ashe might end up as our only S tier legend this season because I think she's just so strong. And if you're not even close to as strong as Ashe, I can't put you above A tier. Then we have Bloodhound, good scan legend. He's good, especially for new players still. Get intel, scan through walls, and all that. So I do think he does have good team utility. Plus, you get the speed boost of his ult and the other characteristics of his ult. I'm tempted to put him down in C, but I think that his abilities are more useful than the two below him. I'm going to stick him in B tier. Then we have Catalyst. Catalyst is also going to go into B tier. Catalyst, you can shut down areas, you can block doors, you can rebuild doors that are hard to take down, and she can use her wall to help you in a fight, whether that be being able to go back and forth with her wall and not have your vision clouded while your opponent would. You can use your wall to rotate, etc. I'm actually going to put her above Bloodhound. She's like the first, I think she might stay towards the top of B tier, but I can't quite put her in A tier. Then we have Caustic. Caustic is just okay. I'm going to put him behind Ballistic. He's decent for locking down areas, which of course is his purpose. I don't think his ult is super duper strong, and his barrels are too easily defeated for an aware player. We have Conduit. Conduit is one of the better support legends in the game. Her ability to charge shields will always be awesome, plus the other good characteristics of the support class. I think you're going to see a lot of supports in the A tier, maybe the top of B tier, and I think Conduit's among the top of those. Then we have Crypto. I'm going to go ahead and put Crypto in B tier ahead of Bloodhound. Just the ability to grab banners, scan beacons, plus being able to scan where opponents are, I think are all a great thing. I think he's probably the best of the 3 or so scan legends, and he's definitely up there for recon legends. Then we have Fuse. Fuse is just okay. I'm going to put him ahead of Bloodhound. I think he's very good for getting into fights. And, the ring can lock down an area, especially if you combine it with, like, Lifeline's Halo. You can lock down an area, have some cover, and you get the scanning ability of his ring, so you get some information as well as the aggressiveness. Plus, being able to open the fights with the knuckle clusters are huge. Then we have Gibby. I'm going to go ahead and put Gibby. I'm going to put him at the top of B tier. His dome is really good. It is more destructible now that Maggie Balls can destroy it. You have the good perks of the support class with him. Plus, he's a bit of a tank. He's a big target. His team utility is good with his ult being able to lock down areas. His ult being good for being able to rotate. If somebody's like shooting you from cover, you can throw his ult. It'll make them move from where they are, and then you can rotate. He's got a lot of team utility. Then we have Horizon. People will hate me, but Horizon's going to go in lower B tier. She's really good for a selfish player. Her ult is very easily defeated, and her ult, I don't think, has a great range. Plus, her Q is really good, and her no sounds footsteps is good as well. But just if you hear me talk constantly about team utility, I don't think there's a whole lot of team utility. And being mostly a ranked player, that is very important. We have Lifeline. Lifeline, in my opinion, is the best support legend still right now. The passive res, the Halo, the other benefits of being a support legend. You have the added movement with Doc. Her rework is still really good. And despite them nerfing the support class, which is even more disappointing with the TTK changes, I do think she is the best support legend. Then we have Loba. Loba, I'm going to put behind Catalyst in B tier. Good support legend. She was much stronger last season when she had the super short cooldown for her ult, or not cooldown. She started at 99%, so you had the instant ult. They put it back to 50%, so her ult's not as good. And outside of her ult, she doesn't really provide any team ability. Now, she can grab banners with her ult, which is really good, but she doesn't provide a lot of team ability. Her being able to grab banners with her ult keeps her where she is. If she wasn't able to, I think I'd put her behind Crypto, maybe behind Fuse. And just being able to get loot quickly in an area. Plus, the gold backpack upgrade is really nice to get your team gold backpack. So I'm going to leave her where she is. Then we have Maggie. I'm not too big of a fan of Maggie. I'm actually going to put her right behind Fuse. I think her Wrecking Ball needs some rework. The fact that it could... I watched... there's a clip of Nicewig bouncing himself off the map in Olympus by Power Supply. And just the fact that you can do that hurts. Now, she can destroy, like, pretty much anybody's shields, pylons, bubbles, whatever. So I'm tempted to put her a little higher. I'm going to put her above Fuse, actually, because you can also use her ball to push into fights, similar to the Knuckle Cluster, except if the ball doesn't bounce back, it's not going to hurt you. Plus, it drops the speed boost. I'm still going to put her behind Crypto. I'm not a big Crypto fan, but just can't quite put Maggie. If her ball was better, she might even jump above Loba, but I think her ult needs a better rework. Mirage, I'm going to go ahead and put right behind really like Mirage. I'm actually going to put Mirage here. The ability to make your teammate invisible, although I still don't think it works all the time, is huge. Being able to res them and give them a chance to get away while invisible is big. The other benefits of the support legends is big as well for him. And, I'm somebody who has almost 1,250 hours in the game, and I still get fooled by decoys in his ult. Not so much as much with his Q, but with his ult, I still get fooled sometimes. And I think a really good Mirage player is actually really deadly. So we have Newcastle. Newcastle, I think, is the second best support legend. Despite some of the nerfs to his shield and Maggie being able to destroy his deployable shield, his Q is still really good, and then his wall is really good. The fact that enemies have to push around the wall and can't just jump through it or they'll get shocked, and the fact that it has a similar characteristic to Watson's Pylon, where it will destroy incoming projectiles that aren't bullets, is huge. Plus, his res shield is still strong, and you get the other benefits of being a support legend. If he wasn't so difficult to master, I would have him ahead of Lifeline, but Lifeline is easier to play. Then we have Octane, our first D-tier legend. His pad is fine, but his pad is loud, and it doesn't add a super whole lot, and he has no other team abilities other than that. And so, like, you get a speed boost off of Maggie, but I think she's a stronger legend. You can all hit Horizon's Q, but I think she has other things that make her a stronger legend. You get a speed boost from Ballistic, but he just has other characteristics that maybe help a team better, like his Whistler locking down an area. And I think Octane is for very selfish players or solos or people who just want to go into pub and pub stomp. I mostly play ranked, therefore he's going to go into D tier. Pathfinder, one of the best team legends. He doesn't offer, I think, as much team ability as, you know, we get Conduit healing shields. You get all the res abilities and the defensive abilities in Newcastle. You get all of the abilities that Lifeline has for her team. The ult really helps your team a lot with Bangalore, plus the smokes. With Pathfinder, they did nerf his cooldown on his grap, which hurts him. And the team rotation stuff is great, and his ability to scan both types of beacons is why he's even in A tier. Otherwise, he'd probably be the top of B tier. And because he's got a lot of team utility, but he's got a huge hitbox. And so there's some goods and bads with him. He is an A tier legend, but I think I have him at the bottom of A tier. Then we have, oh my god, why I always forget her name. Why am I always forgetting her name? Oh my god, we're just gonna roll without her name. Turret good, walls decent. But the turret's so strong. We're gonna go and put her above Caustic. I can't believe I'm this deep into playtime, make content at night, blanking on him. Anyways, Rev's still a good pushing legend. His nerfs over the last couple seasons have hurt him a little bit. I'm gonna put him. He doesn't have a lot of team ability. We are talking a lot about team ability, but his push ability is so strong. We're gonna go ahead and stick him above Loba in the B tier. Assault Legends where you really want to be, and him being a skirmisher, he doesn't get the benefits of the Assault Legends. And just his nerfs over the previous seasons has taken him down into B tier. Then we got Lil Nas X. He's the worst scan legend by far and does not offer much else. He's going to go at the top of D tier. Valk rotations are good. Rockets are good. Scanning beacons is good. We're going to put her at the top of C tier. Despite there being redeploys, I still think that her ult is still just so nice to have on a team when used well. Plus, they buffed her passive scans, and she can scan beacons, so she does have team utility. We're going to put her at C tier, kind of because B tier is getting so full, and I just think that she is negated a little bit by being able to carry around a portable redeploy. Then we have Vantage, who I love. She's able to provide shield ability. She's able to help open fights. You can rotate with Echo. I'm going to go ahead and stick her just above these two here at the bottom of B tier. I love her, but with the support legend buffs and the assault legend buffs over the last two seasons, it's hard to put people not in there, in those two categories, anywhere above B. And I just think about the aggressiveness of Revenant or the team abilities of the different support legends, being able to lock down areas, being able to open fights. And while you can get a lot of information with Vantage, she doesn't offer too much team utility unless you're hitting a lot of shots with her ult to open fights. And even then, people have to either have rotational and movement abilities, or you have to be willing to go in with Echo by yourself and start that fight while everyone catches up. And so, while she's able to provide a lot of information, she does not have too much team ability. And being able to scan both types of beacons if you use upgrades is nice. But as much as I love Vantage, and she's still my favorite to main if I had to just pick one, if all legends were even, I have to be fair, she's towards the bottom of B tier. Then we have Watson. Watson, really good at locking down areas with her fences. Her pylon's really useful for defending areas. One of the best legends in her class. We're going to go ahead and stick her at the... We're going to go ahead and go right behind Gibby. I just think support legends are so good. And then we have Wraith. Wraith goes to the bottom of C tier. Mostly a selfish legend, although her ult can help you get out of trouble. I still think Alter's ult is better because it's active for a while. It's not... you just can't beat being able to teleport when you want and not a short time while the tunnel's open. And so Wraith is a mostly selfish legend. We ended up not putting anyone in F tier. I don't think there's any true F tier legends. It just feels right to put it on here. So that's our legend rankings. I told you Ashe is probably going to be the sole S tier legend. She is so strong right now. But rounding out your top 5, Bangalore, Lifeline, Newcastle, Conduit, and Pathfinder. Those are your top 5. These are my legend rankings off the cuff. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you like this type of content and want to see it first. And I will see you on Storm Point, Kings Canyon, and Olympus. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.